Hey YouTube, Kala here again. I know I've made some pretty weird videos in the past, me singing, which is kind of awkward, but it's something I wanted to do. And I know I'm also a mess. You can comment on that if you want, I really don't care. But I saw a video with a boy, Kylon Powell, I believe, and you know, he's right. Uh, God, God put so many things out here for us to do. And he's given us so much, and what are we using it for? He gave us music, and look what kind of music we're listening to. I mean, there's some pretty weird music out there, and it's not very godly. He gave us so much. He gave us everything we have, and including animals. And look how some people treat them. They treat them like they don't matter. It's not fair to the animals. But, I mean, us kids, we're the future generation of this world. We can make a difference. We can change what happens here if we decide. And YouTube could be a start, but you've got to be willing to give it a try. If you're thinking, well, no one's going to listen, it's like no one else is going to do it, well, they're not going to do it if you don't try. If you just sit back like you're thinking, oh, if I do this, I'm going to look like an idiot. Well, you're going to look like a jerk to some people if you don't. Pardon my insult, but you don't have to. You're not being forced to. And I know there are people who don't believe in God, but that's their choice. They don't have to believe if they don't want to. And anybody out there who's watching this video and you comment saying you don't believe in God, I kind of wonder, why are you even watching the video? I really hope I can reach out to you. I mean, I know God's real. I've been skeptical in the past. I've never doubted him, really. I've been skeptical. I know it's confusing, but God has done something amazing in my life, some amazing things. Back when I was 12 or 13, I think I was 13, I went to a horse camp out in Wisconsin. And the people who were running the camp, they were big Christians, and so were the kids who went to the camp. I loved it there. I adored it. The horses, everything. These horses, they didn't judge you. They made you feel free. But during the camp, we went to church. And it was a weekend where a really famous pastor came. He was praying for people, doing some amazing things. I mean, this one woman, we've known her for years. She could hardly walk. I mean, she would always sit so gingerly in her chair at the ranch. And he prayed for her. Within a few minutes, she asked, "Do you mind?" And she did backflips down the aisle. I mean, how can that not be a miracle? I saw it happen myself. I'm not crazy, and I'm not making it up. And I'm the youngest person who went up. I know that for a fact. I did not see one other kid go up. I went up. I asked the man, "Can you pray for my mom? She can't get up without being in pain. It hurts her to walk." I mean, back then her legs were filled with blood clots. I mean, filled. I could not tell you how bad it was. She's shorter than me. She's like 5'6", I'm 5'10". Yes, I'm tall. But, he prayed for me. He put his hand on my head like that. It's a really powerful moving thing. Literally moving, he pushed me back. There were two people there to catch me, and they laid me down. I laid there for a few minutes listening to the sermon, and he finally helped me up. He told me, go outside and call your mom. Tell her to stand and walk. I did as he told me to. I stood, I went out in the back, and I called my mom and said, Mom, please stand and walk. She says, honey, I can't. It's gonna hurt too much. And I said, please try. She says, okay, I'll try. She stands up. She starts walking, and she says, surprised, it doesn't hurt anymore. I couldn't believe it. My mom was healed. Her blood clots were starting to go away. I mean, it was amazing. I said, Mom, I had a pastor pray for you. God answered my prayer. If you can't believe that story, if you don't think that's a miracle, I don't know what is. I went back in, and our camp was about to leave because it was getting late, and we couldn't stay all that long. But they were trying to usher us out, and I told the camp director, my mom's healed. She looked so surprised. She pulled me up to the front while he was still giving a sermon. She said, we have a testimony. And he gave me the mic, and I was starting to cry. And he says, go on. I said, my mom's healed. Everybody started clapping and cheering, and my aunt, who was being prayed for, she was crying. There were people crying, cheering, clapping. I can tell you, if you don't believe that's a miracle, I don't know what I can do to make you believe. But if you're just going to post please don't post negative comments on my video. They're not going to mean a thing to me. I'm just going to ignore them. But as kids, we need to start a revolution. We need to start a change, because if we don't, no one else will. We need to stand up. We need to believe in this. Because I can certainly tell you, I know what we can. If I didn't believe we could, I wouldn't be making this video right now. Whoever watches this video, please post a comment, or even better, make a video response and start a chain reaction. Start a whole chain reaction, and we'll start our own revolution. No matter what other people tell us, we can change things. We can change the world. I'll see you guys later. God bless. Peace.